I wasn't the only one always doing everything van-wise, it would help. I'm the one putting the solar panel up. We just stalled.
Just stalled? Why?
What you're looking at here is mostly Native American, and they believe in oral tradition, so they don't have anything written down. So that's part of why there's a big mystery behind it.
I'll give Basha a little test here off-roading.
You can do this, Basha. Come on. Yeah. Ooh.
There she goes. She likes it. She likes that a lot.
This is awesome.
This is Sedona. We had spent a couple of days in Sedona enjoying some camping and the Red Rocks, and we finally got to get out and enjoy some mountain biking. It was awesome.
And I work a lot, but it's okay because the website development work that I do, I can do it from anywhere, including the Red Rock, which is awesome.
For me.
What? And me. I have fun too. Where did you put them?
Probably in the side of the van, because I had to go back in there 8 times.
You left them in the van?
Probably.
Should we go back?
That's bad.
That's really bad, yeah.
I left the keys in the van door. If I wasn't the only one always doing everything van-wise, it would help. I'm the one putting the solar panel up, the one packing everything up.
Yeah, but you know how to do everything, and if I
step
in, I do it wrong.
You can help me once in a while, just going,
I
okay,
do. I ask you
do you have
often.
everything?
I ask you often, do you need help? What do you want me to do?
That's not what I need. I need you to help me the double check stuff.
I don't know what to double check because I don't know the process. I have no idea what you did.
What do you need to go biking? Water?
What?
Bike.
Okay. I was sorry I was making smoothies for everybody. I think the underlying issue here is mindfulness. If I had been more mindful in preparing my own biking gear while we were getting ready, maybe you would have been more mindful and wouldn't have left the keys in the door, do you think?
Yeah, I think I was just like rushing around trying to get out into the desert at the last light.
Are they there?
Nope.
Do we need to go back?
Probably.
I love the way that things work.
Yes.
How we broke down, we met this guy, now he's taking us to ruins that are off the beaten path.
Yeah, it's gonna hopefully be pretty awesome. We just stalled.
Just stalled? Why?
No, there's like a bunch of fluid.
Where?
On the ground. The fluid behind us on the ground wasn't ours. Boss is just full of surprises. She started right back up and ran fine.
Oh, Basha.
We're taking their vehicle out on the real rough stuff so that we can get out there quick enough to see both. We met Chris and Tonya up in Sequoia National Forest when the battery to our van died.
Chris was a guide in Sedona and he offered to take us to secret ruins. So, of course, we said yes.
The people who lived here, the Sonawa, that we're told are the ancestors of the Hopi, and they believe in oral tradition, so they don't have anything written down. So that's part of why there's a big mystery behind it. You know, some people say they all left at the same time. Some people say they were abducted by aliens, that whole thing, you know.
Right.
And in the time frame towards the end when these guys were here, there's about 24 to 30 years of drought in this area. And what happened, there's a lot of other tribes that are moving here into this area in that time frame because of the drought and their water sources here. So it became a time of warfare here in the Verde Valley. And these people who lived there were farmers, you know, gatherers, basket weavers, that kind of thing. So they were no match for the Yavapai and Apache.
Okay.
So we believe, and we're told, that that's when they started building these cliff dwellings. They started moving up high in these cliffs as more of a protective kind of thing. Pictographs we're going to see, you'll see there's a little bit of what we call settler graffiti in there, modern graffiti as well. And there's a couple of them, unfortunately, somebody felt they need to trace over with chalk, and that kind of stinks. But that's one of the reasons we're really cautious about who we take out there and make sure they don't GPS it or, you know, put the actual location down on film.
Yeah.
So,
no GPS here.
what you're looking at here is mostly Native American.
Yeah.
Ways to figure out are just clues over time. Certain cultures and tribes and certain clans in those tribes will paint with certain materials.
Is that a handprint up over there to the left?
It is. And that's something to me that amazes me is you see a lot of those, you know, hands in relief, as I call it, where you got like a hand up there and they'll put the paint mixture in their mouth. Sometimes they have a reed or something, they'll blow it like against their hand like that. And if you go to Australia, you'll see the exact kind of artwork from that same time frame.
Oh,
so that's amazing to me. You know, there's no way they communicated actively back and forth, but they had that same kind of...
That we know of.
That we know of, yeah. And in this case, you see there's a couple of snakes, which are a pretty sacred symbol to them. It could be like a rattlesnake, like a dimeback symbol.
Yeah,
or,
that's cool.
The zoomorse. We just call these zoomorse, some kind of animal-like creature. Again, there's only way to know for sure what it is to, you know, if you're putting this tattoo on the wall and say, hey, what are you putting on there? Because it's oral history. You come back here, you know, 1,000 years later, we're not exactly sure what that meant to them.
Yeah.
If you go up to the mesas today, you'll see them living a lot like they did when they lived here in this area, when they lived in Red Rock country.
Oh, interesting.
They still live in those pueblos and dwellings and that kind of thing. They're not on cliffs like they are here. They're out on the end of a mesa, but they still live in brick and mortar, dirt floor, no electricity, running water kind of environment. And they just believe in that lifestyle and that hard life. That's how they choose to live. So pretty much the opposite of the average American, I would say.
I think we all need to go back that way just a little bit.
Yeah, our culture's gone the other extreme. I choose not to show some of these things out of respect for their culture. And I've had the honor of finding them over time or being showed these over time. And when I talk about these places with certain people, or especially people who are from that culture, and they ask me or tell me, you know, please don't talk about this or show this or don't bring people here, I just want to honor that and just honor their beliefs and their belief system. So, and keep in mind, if you look at our history with them too, what we did to their cultures, I don't blame them for wanting to protect it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's areas in the United States where they still do their sweat lodges in secret and in private because we squelched that 100 years ago. We told them they couldn't do that part of their culture anymore.